Okay, we just introduced ourselves and now we would like also to know your names. And that's why we have some papers where you can write your names on it.
There are some pens and you can choose whatever you like.
Now we are going to draw a comic figure. Each one of us can draw a body part. We are going like this. And it can describe yourself, what it describes you, or it can describe your feelings, what you are feeling right now at the workshop or also in our group.
Also ein bisschen so die Idee dahinter ist, dass wir so eine kollektive Identität zusammen machen oder kreieren, die jetzt einfach sozusagen für den Moment, also Identität ist ja auch sowas, es verändert sich ja so schnell, also man ist am nächsten Tag schon anders als heute und einfach so wie wir jetzt als Gruppe zusammen sind, steht diese Figur sozusagen für unsere kollektive Gruppenidentität in diesem Moment hier. So ist so die Idee dahinter.
Was würdet ihr vielleicht zum Beispiel unter Identität verstehen? What do you understand under the word identity, for example? No, we are now, each one of us is going to draw a body part, and after you, we are going to start with the head and then with the eyes, and it's gonna be a big picture, and each one of you can tell us why did you draw this body part, what its connection with yourself.
Okay. Maybe basically the same, because we all have kind of the same eyes, different shapes, but like the eyes are kind of same. But what are they looking at? Maybe each other, like how do they do it? This, I guess, the one in the middle looks into both directions. Something like this. Yeah, maybe like clarify it a bit.
I can show you the picture later. It looks really similar.
Sorry?
Yeah.
The whole picture?
No, the low part.
Yeah. I forgot to
take it as a compliment, I would say.
Yes.
Oh.
Interesting. It looks like a skirt from a girl and her leg, and the one from the boy.
Maybe something? You would like to add got?
Yeah. Yeah, maybe we can continue like this. I think it's more fluid and nice. Just if you have the feeling to draw something. Yeah. Wir wollten noch abschließend noch euch nochmal fragen, ja, ob jetzt zum Beispiel, also ob ihr jetzt, wenn ihr das anzieht, noch Assoziationen auch habt. Also jetzt meinte ich schon das Schiff einmal, so if you have some associations. So for example, as you said, it reminds you to a ship. I also had this association with, that gender is fluid, and it's like floating in the water or something, and or we together as a collective identity floating together.
But then again, it's only like 1 foot in this very small pot of water.
So it's all
kind of miserable situation.
Yeah. So maybe it's like both. It's like a ship that's fluid, and but there are also parts who also stick and can't move. They're kind of growing outside of it, but it's like not totally free. So, maybe we're not there.
Maybe our heads are there.
Yeah.
Try
But
to be like more fluid.
our
Yeah,
feet.
exactly. Stuck, still stuck. Cannot be fluid.
How do you like to teach it?
I like what she described, like we are all connected with each other in some way, even though we are different. We are from different countries, we speak different languages, we have different skin colors, for example, different eyes, ears, but we are still connected in some of the ways. And we also met together here. It's cool.
Okay, falls jemand von euch nichts mehr irgendwie zum Sagen hat, bedanken wir euch für den gemeinsamen Workshop. Thank you for all of you.
Thank you.
That you work or draw with us together. And yes. Thank you.
Thank you.
Wearable vocabularies. This is a workshop from Afro Rainbow Austria in collaboration with Kultur in Bewegung, Smashing World. All right, so for those of us that don't know who and what ARA is, Afro Rainbow Austria is the first organization for and from people of African descent, queer people of African descent, LGBTIQ plus people of African descent. So we channel our energy to sourcing things that will make us feel comfortable in Austria, in Europe, and in the world at large. So we speak for ourselves because he who wears the shoe knows where it hurts. So we don't let people take the words from our mouth. We have our mouth, we have our opinion, we use our mouth, we protest, we fight, we love, we fuck, we do all that, and we're proud people of African descent. Yahoo!
What we're doing today is we are going to talk about words, we are going to deconstruct words, and we are going to find new words. The objective or the goal of this workshop is to find new words of empowerment and also define words of oppression, because the words can make or break a person. This is one process. The second process is the designing and beautifying of t-shirts that we brought here. We have 10 t-shirts in all sizes. And yeah, we'll do that. And throughout the whole workshop, we will be talking a lot. We have a flip chart here. And we'll brainstorm around words. We'll put them to paper. Afterwards, we're gonna think of new words, put them on shirts. That's it. Yes.
And very important is everybody's invited in this process. We have 10 shirts, but we have 1,000,001 brains here. So we're going to use all the brain on paper, and then we will translate those words to shirts. And the next phase, hopefully, of the project, we would wear those shirts and we would have a fashion show.
Yeah. Entonces ahora, en español, para la Bibi, que vamos a hacer hoy es hablar sobre palabras y también inventar nuevas palabras. Y con estas palabras vamos a diseñar camisetas que tenemos aquí. Sí, tenemos 10 y Vamos a hacer todo eso. Y las palabras también vamos a engrupar en dos grupos. Grupo 1 de palabras de empoderamiento. Grupo 2, palabras de opresión. Sí. Vamos a inventar nuevas palabras con estas palabras.
Yes. Thank you. And so to make it more fun, and we're not such a very big group, so and we want to have fun. So we're going to not think. This is a technique I use for writing workshops. So don't think we're just going to Cecilia says a word, the next person says a word, Gabby says a word, the next person just say a word the way it comes into your head. Don't think about it. But think when the end word comes to your head. Okay. But yeah.
Does it matter in which language?
No. Thank you very much. That's the point. That's the point.
Every language.
Every single language. Don't make the word beautiful. Just okay. That's a beautiful word. Okay, I will write trust. One word. Don't think too much. Word, trust.
Yeah, Malians.
Marian. Okay, my writing is not exactly. There's an S here. Please pass on the mic. Can you even read the words? Next. Good and low.
Ladrón. Yankee.
Yes,
Yankee.
food. Love. Fruit. Music.
Colonizer.
Black.
Power.
Poison. Freedom.
Escapism.
Colors. Tree. Colors. Train.
Comida.
Train.
So now we are going to group all these words and we are going to distribute some papers that Henry has here. And everybody's gonna get one, and then everybody's gonna come here, look at the words that we wrote down, and create their own words out of the words that we see here. Also, we have two groups. One group is words of empowerment. The other group is words of oppression. Can you, for yourself, see which words are empowering you and which words you find oppressive?
En español, ahora estamos distribuyendo las páginas ahí de papel. Vamos a mirar aquí las palabras que escribimos. Vamos a ponerlas en dos grupos. Un grupo de empoderamiento y el otro grupo de opresión. Puedes tú distinguir cuáles son las palabras para cuál grupo. Y también vamos a inventar nuevas palabras de las palabras que existen aquí.
And now we are trying to build our own words. So, okay, let me make it easier. So after selecting the words, you're going to take your time to explain your own selection of words. So you're building your own vocabularies right now.
That's exactly the objective. You are doing everything right. Money boobs.
Come on, form your words. We need to learn your words. I'm curious.
Trust colonizer. We've done that until now, huh?
Yeah.
We've done that.
And unfortunately, some people are still doing it.
Trust. Supported by Arschloch Uniting.
Exactly!
Confianza.
¿Qué tú dijiste? ¿Confianza? Trust es confianza. En colonizer.
El colonizador.
Mic drop.
tienes que tener confianza en los colonizers. ¿Sí o no?
Colonazis. No, en los
Colonazis. ¡Oh, colonazis!
And tell us. Perfect. Great. And when we're done, then we can start translating them.
Okay. So the first word it's a dildo
Didi,
and
sorry, we broke it down.
infierno. So it's dilferno. And the other word is lesbian, but it's not written there, so I just made it.
I think it doesn't matter if it's dirty because the colors will cover
And
them.
sunshine, so it's lesshine.
Okay, this is.
Yeah!
And then it's sex and colonizer, so it's sexanizer.
I have power and healing becomes povling. And Tinotamba and orientation. Tinotamba means we dance. Is Tinotamba orientation.
This is serious.
It's a serious business.
Hello. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, everybody.
يا رحمة الله حلي في منازلنا حسبي برائحة الفردوس من فيك إن الذي راح مغبوطا بنعمته كف تمسك أو كف تعاطيك ولو وهبت لنا يوما نعيش به أحييت نفسا وكانت من مساعيك.
This is like for me a question of mystery to solve, and it's a puzzle, and I like to put my whole energy into the puzzles to find it out really. So I think so this is going to be our next lead for my summer holidays, so try to just find this one now.
There's also one thing I am wondering all the time, what we are doing actually when we are translating. Are we trying to understand the poem, or are we doing something different? So are we trying to find a name or a word for another word, or is it something different? The poem, so we could say, we can translate with the vocabulary every word from Arabic into German or English, and we kind of understand what the sentences say. We could say that this poem is a love poem, yeah, or a love song maybe, but we don't know who the poem addresses. The poem begins with you are my eye, but I don't call you by your name. I'm using a different name, not yours, but I mean you. This is how the poem begins.
Mm-hmm.
So in the very beginning, the poem addresses, but without identifying, maybe.
For example, when you are now speaking, we connect your words, these words that are abstract, with you. So you are uttering this, and you are giving the third or fourth meaning to this. For me, it will be is different. And yesterday was a very interesting situation here. The last presentation was by a performer, Joelle, fantastic performance, and she's also writing poems. And now what you were saying, she actually used many of these words and referring as a black person and a lesbian to all possible situations in which she is not there, but she knows that the person that she loves is actually put in such a situation. And really it was a big resemblance with what we were saying. But when we were listening to her, and the way how she was performing, and also though it was abstract, she was saying, I see you pushed and beaten, and I was not there, but I am with you, literally, as you use some of the words, we could identify very strongly, because already she told us the power is actually, the context that was raised was a context of a black lesbian body. So we had this context, and we knew that this is not something universal, but it is. Love is universal. The affection and also the preoccupation, but it was also put together. So, because it was very interesting what you were saying, and in the end, yesterday, it was precisely this situation of a double poetic relations set.
Aber ich glaube, wir verlieren hier eigentlich diese direkte Kontakt zu dem Text, weil wir haben das nur als geschriebene Material, und da können wir auch wieder wir können das nichts verbinden mit einem Charakter. Auch wenn wir so viel über diesen Dichter wissen, können wir nicht unbedingt diese Erfahrung haben, mit ihm zu sitzen, und er so performt das, was er schreibt. Vor uns ist es ganz andere Situation. Ich glaube, wir verlieren sehr viel, wenn wir diese direkte Kontakt nicht haben, und deshalb können wir dann diese Freiheit nehmen in diesem Prozess, um freier zu interpretieren und nicht direkt, was jemand sagt, direkt verstanden und direkt gecheckt und alles ist. Das ist auch eigentlich der Sinn vielleicht von dieser Diskussion für Übersetzung. Und deshalb sitzt keiner von uns allein zu Hause und versucht, ein Gedicht zu übersetzen, sondern wir kommen alle zusammen, versuchen auch alle darüber zu sprechen, um ein bisschen näher zu kommen.
Yeah, what might happen in this moment is that it's not a text from one identity anymore, but it's already a collective thing, because the text consists out of our interpretations in this moment, and the image of the author is part of this. Like when we take the first verse, you were talking about it now, it's already addressing Odu. So we are already not an eye, like an Auge. Eye, we were talking also about this question of the eye. The Arab word here is Ain. Yeah, but in the verse is it Ain?
Ain is eyes, unique.
Qurrat al-Ain.
Qurrat al-Ain. And we were talking about what is the difference between the word eye, Auge, and Qurrat al-Ain. And we were talking about it maybe an hour, just about this word, because the eye is not the eye, or might not be the eye of one subject looking at someone, but it's more than that. And we were discovering that, I can't express it in English, in German, that it's one translation might be die Ruhe, du bist die Ruhe meiner Augen. And Ruhe is like a
resting place.
Resting place. Yes,
This
in a way.
moment where the eye rests.
Which is an expression in Arabic, and then we discovered that in the German poetry of the 19th century, like poets that were very deeply connected to Arabic language used this expression. There's this famous Franz Schubert song "Du bist die Ruhe," which is a text by Rückert, and this "you are a resting place" might mean "you are my eye." So my eye is resting when I look at your eye. So, and so it's not really right, or it would be a wrong way to translate. Oh my eye, oh you my eye. It's more than that. It's the calmness in the eye. It's a question of balance, and also a question of identity, because this subject that is looking towards the beloved is not a subject anymore. It's a relation. We might become a relation when we are talking together. It's not only one eye anymore.
In the love poetry, even when we say the egg of the eye, as I said, this is very poetry. So also we use the liver, and we say, so you can come to my liver, or you can eat. I eat your liver. It means you're so valuable. You know, I started to research about really. You hear it this, we hear it different. Yeah.
Can you say it in Farsi?
Jigar to bkhora. Oh my God, that's so flirting. Don't use it.
She has to repeat it.
The jigara.
It's so flirting.
Okay.
It's a flirting thing.
Oh my God, it's allowed.
Since eggs are valuable, like something precious, so if I could understand well.
The eyes are valuable.
Yeah, same way, like, you know, when you have egg, you won't want it to just get broken when you've not achieved your goal with the egg.
You're right.
So I think that is what you're trying to explain, if I get it right. The way the eyes are so precious. Without the eyes, I don't think you could do something easily or anything easily.
Hi everyone. Thank you for being here. We're super excited to be here, to be in the midst of you. To everybody that performs, from the discussions from the Silence University, and also like from the performance, Joelle, and so on. We were very humble and happy to be here. I would like to just present the queer-based team. So I'm just gonna give the mic to just briefly to introduce themselves. So my name is Faiz Kuchi Gazahen. Oh, I love you too. And I manifest in multiple ways, and one of the many ways that I'm manifesting is queer-based, and the other one is Ara. Yes. We came up with this concept, which we're going to discuss it in a lot more. And then also we will invite you to participate and really do your part of contributions to it. Before we do that though, I would like to present the team. So I will start from Noor.
Should I sit or stand? Hi everyone. My name is Noor Khan. I'm from Tajikistan. Thank you. Well, from where should I start? I have a refugee, immigrant, artist background, traveler, whatever. I'm everything, whatever is short. So, an amazing vlogger. I dance a vlog, yes. And with Queerbase, when I met with beautiful people, and we connected, so we decided to make this queer of artists group, and we did a lot of exhibitions together. We have this experience a lot before, many years ago, before COVID. But this is my family, this is Queerbase, and this is our project this year. And I'm so proud to be here. Thanks for everyone. And I will give the microphone to a different person who want to talk, who will introduce. Thank you.
Leila. I'm from Iran. I came here with my girlfriend Mariam, and we are more than lovers. We are together more than 17 years. And we work together because we studied in Iran in same university, and we continue our artwork in Vienna also, and we had a lot of exhibition here with queer base.
Hi everyone, I'm Mariam. I came also from Iran. Since 4 years, I'm here with Leila, my friend, and we met a lot of nice people like queer base. We did some animation together. I studied painting in Iran, but mostly I do animation. I also make graphic design, and we have this chance this year to work another time with queer base, and I'm so happy that I'm here.
Yay.
Hi everybody.
Hi.
I'm Samin. I'm also originally from Iran, and I'm so lucky to be part of the Queerbase family. And you guys are great. Thank you.
Hi, yeah, I'm Cecile. I'm not an artist. I'm just I see me as a facilitator. So I hope you will enjoy our cabin. We had difficulties to build it up. But maybe Faris, you want to explain a little more what is behind this cabin and what we did?
Whoa. Okay, so the idea when the smash words were brought by Marisa, and then asked Queerbase and Aras and everybody to participate. So we were like, we had so many processes. So we were sitting together and brainstorming, and also like, discussing also with translator. Just to give you a little bit background on how also Queerbase operate is like, we play a lot on language. Language is very critical for the work that we do, because to the point a person being deported or not. So we really study the politics of language and how it is affecting everybody's life on daily basis. So starting from asylum seeking, and then also after also people got the positive result and transfer into the experience of being a refugee and really being dropped into the systems that is here, designed not to recognize body like us. So there is a lot of navigations, and language plays a very critical place, and a very critical, it's a tool. So we really politically analyze it and also practically analyze it. So we have so many translators, we have also so many queer bodies from all across the world with the artistic background. And then also another political things that we do is like, valuing peoples for their experience when they're back home. So this is an extension of and another manifestations of the work that we do. So we were analyzing how can we also like really smash this word and really create a healing and really create a reimagination of this language, words, and how we can play with it. So as a queer body, one of the discriminations and violence and trauma that we face is in a toilet. And it manifests in so many ways, but one way it manifests is also text. I don't know, many of you might probably also have this experience where you sit on your toilet, on the toilet, public toilet oftentimes, especially when we are in high school or university. You might probably read a text that is written about you in a very negative way, in a very hurtful way. Can you hear me? Yes, in a very hurtful way. And it is a very traumatic, because personally, growing up, I used to hate really going to public toilets because of this experience, and other than so many other experiences. But also again, the queer phobia politically and socially, how it works is also by reducing us into our genital, right? So there is transphobia actions that really reduce who we are as a body only into the toilet or like into our genital, while we are a whole being that are very complex and manifest in so many ways. And yet again also, like, you know, religiously, culturally, politically, policies and legislation wise, it always goes into the act of sex or the act around to our genitals. So we wanted to recreate and reimagine a toilet experience, but create an affirming well, instead of remembering those very hurtful words and phrase and poem. We wanted to recreate with a very positive words, and also some of the words are not only being positive, but words that have been used to attack us, to really dehumanize us, but through our dare political activities, that we also took back the power out of that word and made it our own. So this, we wrote down so many different things. So we use language, English, German, Farsi, we use Russian, we use Kazakhstan, Tajik, and we use French, and we use, oops, I forgot mine. We use Amharic. I'm originally from Ethiopia, and Amharic is one of the 88 languages that we speak, and the official one, and I use that text as well. So basically, we will just like describes each of the words that we wrote and what it means to us and how it's we are manifesting. And then after we did that, we will invite you also to do the same. And in any of your experience that there is a word that really used to attack you, used to minimize you, used to really like dehumanize you, but you wanted to take it over as a power, or like, you know, words that you really want to affirm yourself, that you really want to empower yourselves. So we invite you. And then another practice that we are going to invite you, as you can see the toilet, it says leave your message here, meaning any kind of trauma that you're really holding at the moment right now, just put it in a paper. We organize a paper, write it down, take your time, and really after that you just throw it to the toilet. And this would signify also for us and for you how we are letting go and really, like, you know, brushing it down and, you know, taking the power out of it. Thank you for being here, and I'm just going to invite again everybody to just explain what they wrote, what it means, and what are the connotations, and how the meaning behind it, and the intention, and so on. Yeah, who wants to go first? Yes, okay.
Okay, I just wrote in many languages which I know and where I grew up. My mother language is totally different, and then I studied different language, Tajik in school, and then Russian also as well. I was in Russia also, but I saw in each toilet also different words, and every toilet was full of different words from the school, in my mother language, and then in Russia different language, which I also studied and I know. So I wrote these hurtful words. There, usually they write, there was whatever, Anton or someone else, and then they write, call this fag, or call this, how to say, like roughly, you know, like call this fag, like that. And they write your numbers, your name, and this is hurtful. So I wrote in Russia, like Goluboy this side, and also they call it like roughly Pidarasina, like that. And I wrote this also because it was so funny how I wrote in in the process, because I left like whatever. Now I'm free and now I'm here. So yeah, I wrote in Russia, Tajik, also. What else? Actually, yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. What I wrote. Thanks.
I don't know, I wrote a lot of things, but I don't know which one should I explain, but...
you also did some graffiti.
Yeah, the most important thing for me is this graffiti. It's a symbol of kiss, because it was forbidden to kiss a girl in my country. Then sometimes it happened to me to do it in toilet or maybe in public toilet.
Me also, like Mariam, I don't remember what's right exactly, but I think toilet is most private place for thinking, and sometimes we think about some philosophy things and some funny things, and it's a really good place for be honest with ourselves. And we use some graffiti picture. I paint some graffiti picture and some graffiti also, and you can see. Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So yes, you're invited now to come and discover. Yeah. Okay. But I think first there's still some Amharic message to be explained. The French one? Okay. So well, the French one is what I wrote. It means les gouines sur le gazon. It means a lot to me. Because gouine is a word that is very insulting. When I grew up, I was very ashamed when I hear it. But I didn't know how to describe myself other than using this word. And like a lot of lesbians, I had to appropriate this word to make it mine, to be proud of it. It was a kind of journey until the person I am today. But this sentence is not from me. It's from a very particular football group, lesbian women football group called Les Gommeuses. They're making amazing work in Paris. I met them in Poland years ago. I have a lot of admiration for them. And sur le gazon means that, of course, we are on the pitch and we're playing football. But gazon in the lesbian circle means also oral sex. So this is, for me, very important as being a lesbian, playing football, and being openly proud about it is a lot in my life.
Fantastic. Just also to give you what I wrote. I also have the first time I was called Bushti, which is the equivalent of faggot. I was 9 years old, and I was also really didn't start navigating what it means for me to be queer, or what it's queer, what is queer means. But it was the first time that I heard that word, but I knew it was really bad because of the way it's been said, and also on the eyes of the person who said it. So an adult person, a 9-year-old, being called that. So it used to really take over me whenever somebody called me, whether online or in person. Whenever one person called me that, they will really take over and really they are in control. So I really start working on it, and how I start working on it is also really as an activist when I was working in Ethiopia, and really being queer, and then working also to advocate for the rights of queer is very it's a it's a double offense. You know, you can just be queer and then be silent and invisible, and we can attack you whenever we want to. But how dare you dare to also advocate for you, right? So that's a second offense, and after years of working, I had to really be in a safer space comparatively. Safe is a very illusion idea, because as a black and queer person, I don't feel safe here. But that helped me also really to have a space to really analyze this word and take the power out of it and be really intentionally practice that, taking power out of it. So the first time in 2017, which is participating my first Pride, I made a reclam, a poster, placards, that says Kuru Bushti. It means proud faggot. But I wrote it in Amharic alphabet, and I said also Kuru Ethiopian, a proud Ethiopian, and made a big campaign out of it. And now if you really one of the projects also that I'm doing is also really tag the picture. Any picture that is going to be mentioned with this bushti is going to be really positive, and the majority of time is me and queer people. So we're really intentionally, queer Ethiopians are taking this word and really tagging so many images. And when you Google online, how you find it is in a very, very powerful image. So that's one thing I wrote. And then another things I wrote, you would see it on the other side, is a phrase. It says, Yagara Hagar Inji, Yagara Bilit Yellenum. So it means we have a common country, not a common genital, yeah? So oftentimes, whenever people attack us, that's the phrase that I always use. Just live, we are Ethiopian together, but we're not, we're not using the same genital. Mine is mine, yours is yours, so let's just mind your business and drink water. So that's the strategy behind it. So I think we will invite you all to just come and see, and if you want to also write something and really manifest, you can do that too. But we also really encourage you to write one letter or one word or anything that you really want to get rid of today and put it in the toilet. Please do that. You all are invited. So you can come in group, you can come in one, in any way that you want. Thank you for the attention. Thank you for listening. It was really fantastic. Does anyone wants to say anything? Yes. Yeah. Thank you so much for listening.